Yeah.
Dad was telling the story of the two different Byers reunions. I guess one in the Beaver Valley,
Yeah, the Beaver Valley off the Ohio, and then the Mahoning River and so on. And then they got off and started farming in western Pennsylvania and eastern Ohio. Those were people by the name of Byers who came from England, as I understand, from the British Isles. Whereas my ancestors, and I think yours, when they got to Pittsburgh, took a different route north in Pennsylvania, up the Allegheny River, and started getting off and getting settled in the area of Emlenton and other parts in that region. Those were primarily German. It's believed that the spelling B-E-Y-E-R got changed to B-Y-E-R-S because B-Y-E-R-S is the way they spelled it in England, and nobody would be wrong in England on how to spell, and seemingly they prevailed in some arguments or something. Well, I could go on, but you don't want that here.
Now, I'd heard at some point that Byers, Pennsylvania was connected.
Oh yes, yeah, that's sort of halfway between Bayer, B-E-Y-E-R, and Byers. If you go out halfway across Pennsylvania, beyond the mountains, open a telephone book like they used to have, you'll find different spellings, including B-Y-E-R. Out in Lancaster County, they often have our distant relatives as B-Y-E-R, 4 letters. They're all descended from the ancient Celtic, some of whom went over the Alps Mountains down in the Po River Valley. They were pretty good fighters that took over the land down there. And we're doing well, and one of the Caesars chose from among them some that had excellent skills in archery, and sent them across the English Channel. That's, by the way, how the Celts got into the British Isles, at least one of the ways. Caesar sent them to take over more territory, and more people were Celts than were. And I consider myself, as my dad considered himself to be Pennsylvania Dutch, but not really making much of it.
Yeah.
But down around Mount Jackson, about this time of year, they start having family reunions. And there's one Byers group that meets separately from the other Byers group. And I don't think that those people know the difference. But I'm guessing that it probably is that difference between the ones from the British Isles who came up the Allegheny River and became my ancestors, and the others then who came up the Beaver River and the Mahoning River. I think there's another river in there too, isn't there? Another stream of water.
the Shenango River or the Neshannock?
That's it, yeah.
Shenango.
Yeah. The Shenango River flows into the Mahoning into the Beaver, and the Beaver into the Ohio.
Yeah.
Yeah. But as I was saying, I don't think that my very distant relatives who have their separate reunions know what their sources are.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure that I'm right on it. I'm putting together pieces I've heard from various unofficial sources.
Sure.
Nice to talk with you about it.
Yeah, it's very nice to meet you. I'm always interested to learn more.